Kcal News Mornings.
Good morning. Today is January 14th. Thanks for joining us on Kcal News at 5 a.m. I'm Chris Holmstrom.
And I'm Christine Lazar. Here are some of the major headlines we're following this morning. A scare overnight in Ventura County. A brush fire grows to dozens of acres. We'll show you the progress firefighters are making just as powerful winds are hitting us this morning.
Holy
Investigators are hunting down the cause of the deadly Eaton fire, but could this video be the biggest piece of evidence?
You're basically alert the whole time. Even like today of rest, a lot of our guys won't get too much rest.
And fire crews are still on alert at the Palisades fire. We're going to show you the focus point for investigators.
We have team coverage of these wildfires as an extremely powerful day of winds begins. Cara Finstrom, Barry Pintar, and Amanda Starantino are at the firefights. But first, we want to start with meteorologist Amber Lee with what we can expect from the winds.
That's right. Winds, again, a big weather story today, and that's because we are looking at another round of these moderate to strong Santa Ana winds. Take a look at these gusts across Southern California. We're starting to see a little bit more of these wind gusts popping up, especially out toward areas like the Inland Empire and over some of our mountaintops. So I'm going to zoom in and show you where we're seeing some of the strongest wind gusts at the moment. Areas like Santa Clarita topping out with gusts at 44 miles per hour. We have low 50s in the Simi Valley area. We're looking at those gusts pushing into Malibu at about 26 miles per hour, those gusts that is. And then we are starting to see a little bit more of those gusts picking up through Riverside and also through Claremont. And then here's a look at what we're watching for. We're talking about these strong to moderate Santa Ana winds with a really dry air mass. So this is why those red flag warnings continue. That extreme fire danger will also continue. And then we're also dealing with, believe it or not, in those wind sheltered areas, freeze warnings for the Antelope Valley where temperatures are below freezing this morning. But the good news is that cooler weather on the way. I will break it all down for you, let you know when peak winds will be arriving. Back to you.
Okay, Amber, thank you so much. And firefighters, they quickly got a handle on a new fire that broke up in Ventura last night.
But there are new concerns with more gusty winds expected. We want to get out to Kcal News reporter Cara Finstrom, who's live in Ventura with the latest. And Cara, how are the winds this morning?
You know, just light gusts right now, but as we've been hearing from Amber, those stronger winds expected, the red flag conditions, and that has firefighters worried. This is very encouraging. Right now, this is confined to the riverbed just beyond here. We could see a glow when we first arrived this morning, not even seeing that at this point, but take a look. If we pan over, you can see one of the fire trucks that is stationed all around this fire kind of footprint, if you want to call it that, out here. We did see flames along the edge when we first arrived, but these firefighters jumped on that very quickly. Take a look. I want to show you the huge flames they had to face last night. This fire started in the Santa Clara River bottom, right in between Ventura Road and Auto Center Drive. So firefighters dubbed it the Auto Fire. We can tell you more than 55 acres have burned, but no structures are considered threatened right now, and there have been no evacuations. This is considered, by the way, a mandatory evacuation area, but there just are no homes right up against the riverbed. The fire has been fueling itself on all the brush in that area. Winds of 30 to 40 miles per hour overnight. They did send embers flying, but 4 helicopters were brought in. They attacked this fire, and they made such a difference. Because this area is tough to access, that was critical. About 70 firefighters, though, also helped out on the ground battling it there. Ventura Fire Department stresses they were staffed up because of the heightened risk right now. We are right next to the Buena Ventura Golf Course, and those of you who are familiar with it know this is a nearly 100-year-old course. It has been closed because of damage to the greens from flooding, and we have seen some folks out here kind of keeping an eye on things. Now, right across the street there, giving you a look at some of the auto dealerships. Again, they weren't threatened by this, but it gives you a feel for just how close that is. We're also close to the 101 here. At this point, crews just keeping an eye on everything, and again, hoping that these winds today don't whip up anything that is still smoldering here in this riverbed. Back to you.
Yeah, great work done by the firefighters. Cara, thank you for that. Well, officials are still looking into what started the fire that ravaged